Hello and welcome to the second installment of the Founders Log, episode number 2. I'm your host, Calvin Wineland. Today marks December 4th, 2019. We are going to be discussing, of course, what the title says, American Butcher's Jerky. Last week was Thanksgiving, so we were able to step away from all of this business, spend some time with the family, relax in Nebraska. And so that brings us with today our second installment with what is American Butchers? What is the jerky? Where is it coming from? And who we are? Well, that is what we are going to be talking about today. I know that when we first started this off, we were thinking about the name, thinking about kind of the background behind identifying who we are. And I think this week we have actually established that. Today we are going to be known officially as American Butcher's Jerky, or in subscript, just Jerky. So it'll be Jerki. The Y will kind of be that I significance, the correlation between jerky and jerky. But yeah, that's pretty cool. We've officially established ourselves as American Butcher's Jerky. The jerky is, of course, being our own enterprise. The American Butchers is, of course, being the entity that we are pulling from, our main buyer, which just happens to be our family business. And that is what I wanted to talk about today. What is American Butchers exactly? Where are we getting our jerky from? And what is making our jerky more unique than every other supplier of jerky out there? Well, let's begin. First thing I want to do is establish what American Butchers is. I talked about it 2 weeks ago with our first installment, just a little bit. But American Butchers is a meat processor located in the southwest corner of Nebraska, small town USA. The concept is designed to support local farmers and ranchers, more specifically FFA and 4-H kids. So local farmers and ranchers who are from the small community raising small amounts of herds. So anywhere between 5 to 15, sometimes a little larger, but primarily those small farmers who are trying to preserve the American dream with farming and ranching. That's our biggest objective. We are preserving those small-time farmers while buying from FFA and 4-H kids. So kids that are raising animals for agricultural experiences, those are where we are buying our animals from. So what happens is said farmer and rancher processes their animals through our main facility, our small facility. Our American Butchers enterprise probably only has about 8 employees in Nebraska and 6 employees in Dallas. And then, of course, American Butcher's Jerky has 1 employee, myself. And I will be wholesaling or retailing this jerky to the consumer, to you guys, or to the audience who is listening. And that is what's going to make us unique, is you are buying from a small town. You're buying from small farmers and ranchers who are doing this to, 1, secure the longevity of their family and the ranch that their family has been in their generations for long generations. And you're also helping small town USA. Now, where is the jerky? What is the cow jerky? Well, all of our jerky is made from top rounds and from bottom rounds. So if you look at the cow, the top round and the bottom round is going to come specifically from the back hind legs. So we have two sides. So when you split the cow in half, the left side, you're going to get a top round and a bottom round. The right side, you're going to get a bottom and a top round. And our specific cows can range anywhere from 1,200 to 1,600 pounds. So when you look at a full cow, 1,600 pounds is what it's going to come in the beginning. And then what we are actually getting out of the top and bottom rounds is about 25 pounds per side. Of that 25 pounds, we kind of dissect it up, we cut it up, we throw that 25 pounds into the smoker, and when it kind of turns, the process of turning it into jerky, that is what's going to make us unique. So a lot of companies use artificial flavoring for liquid smoke. Our batches are going to be the individual cow going in directly to the batch of jerky. the smoker. So we're going to pull this 25 pounds in from one animal side. It goes right into the smoker. 25 pounds comes in, and we've calculated to where about 10 to 11 pounds is going to come out. So why do we lose that margin? Well, because in a smoker, it is designed to remove all the moisture from the jerky and turn it into that dry, raw hide. And that is what is traditional jerky. Now, most jerky that you can see in the grocery stores is going to be a little bit of a kind of moisture. It's going to taste a little wetter, but traditionally our jerky is going to be whole muscle jerky. Whole muscle. So it's going to be thin. It's going to be about 3/4 inch thick. And that is what's going to happen. So we take the rounds, the top and the bottom, we marinate it overnight. We range between 24 hours to 72 hours. Somewhere in there is dependent on 1 to 3 days is what we like it to sit in the marinating. And what happens is that rounds basically soaks up the flavoring. And so in our specific 4 flavors, the original, the teriyaki, the sweet and spicy, and the jalapeno, that is going to sit in there. It's going to soak in all those juices. And what's going to happen is that's going to then go into the smoker, and it is then going to be developed into our jerky, where we will then cut up our jerky, our 11 pounds, and we will package it into 2.5 ounces. So what we've done is we've established that 70 ounces worth of. So let me scratch that. So what we've established is out of the 11 pounds, we're making 2.5 ounce bags. So per batch, we are looking at 70 bags. And so in order to figure that out, you have 11 pounds, divide it by 2.5 ounces, you get about 70 bags. So for every individual cow, we have 50 pounds total. We have 70 bags for each side. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to the average consumer, but if you're following me, thank you, and I'm glad you're following along the process. So that is our American Butcher's jerky. That is jerky of what we are in a nutshell. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but this is now the second iteration of this Founders Log is going to talk about the main purpose, what we're doing. So 2 weeks ago, we talked about the general concept of it, but we've added a different twist into this whole operation. So we have the regular jerky. Our jerky is obviously already amazing. We're supporting local farmers and ranchers. We're trying to preserve agriculture in the communities of small town USA. But this is where it gets better. Right now, currently we have the jerky, but for every bag of jerky that is bought, the goal is to be able to donate a bag of jerky sticks to troops overseas. So, for example, you buy a bag of American Butcher's jerky. We will take that said bag and we will ship it to you, but also we will ship an identical jerky sticks to troops overseas. So that is something we want to do. As being a military member, as my parents being military veterans, as my brother being in the military, my grandfather, it's a very big family-oriented business. And so is the military. And so I have a lot of friends and relatives overseas, and so we want to add that much of a difference to soldiers overseas. Jerky is an excellent source of protein. It's an excellent source of snack stick that preserves very well. And so that is something we're going to be doing is for every bag that is bought, we donate 1 bag. And that is the American Butcher's jerky dream, is for every bag you buy, we send one specifically to a soldier. And what we're going to try and do, hopefully, this is only our 3rd week of trying to plan everything out, is our thought process is to allow you to be able to donate your specific jerky bag to a troop, a specific soldier that you have in mind. So a lot of people know of men and women who are serving overseas, and we want to be able for you to buy your bag and say, you know what? I want to be able to donate my second bag, the bag that I bought. I want to be able to donate that specific bag to a soldier overseas. So if you know an uncle or a brother or a sister or a cousin or a father or a mother who is stationed overseas, you can buy a bag and say, you know what? I want my second bag to go to my specific soldier. So that's something we're wanting to do. That is really the American Butcher's jerky where we're buying from, who we're supporting, and where every single dollar is going for. So it's a pretty cool concept. Like I said, we're still slowly trickling around. This is only the second installment here on the Founders Log, but thank you so much for joining with me. I guess it is a motion in progress, and I look forward to hopefully letting you guys stick around for our third episode of the Founders Log. So thank you, and you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.